pursued 2 degrees. I got my music production degree, and then I just got my bachelor's in audio production.
Heck yeah.
Giving away stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll take some of that. And then we hung out, and then we like kind of start spoon phases on my fingers. I have 2 matching tattoos here. My best friend has
Alright guys, we are back, and I'm A-Way. This A-Way the Shed. Today we got Yani Beats.
What up?
Hell yeah, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for having me. I'm grateful to be here.
Heck yeah. Take us back to your childhood. Where were you? Both parents? Give us all that early on.
Single parent household. I did grow up in Fort Wayne for the first half of my childhood, like the first 13 years. So I don't have too many stories. I just in and out of camps and stuff, like day camps and stuff. I remember doing that. More like outdoor stuff. I remember a lot of that. Nothing really drastic started happening until middle school or when I moved, because I moved out of state when I was 13. So I've been in California literally up until August of last year. So
wow.
I'm revisiting Fort Wayne as an adult now, so that's been fun.
Yeah. So what led into the move for you to in middle school?
My mom was going to help our family out there. So really just getting the tribe together to help. My aunt was starting to become elderly and had signs of dementia, so my uncle just needed helped out. So we moved out there initially for that, and then just kind of life prolonged it a little bit. And then when I kind of started living for myself and figuring out what I wanted to do, I stayed out there even longer. But then now I'm back here.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
What was your decision on in the move before? I don't know, we're jumping around, but just
for me, I honestly was kind of forced. It really was a divine force to get me back, because I was fighting it. I actually at that time, maybe the beginning of the year, had actively decided that I wanted to start following my dreams, because I was tired of working mindlessly. I understand the importance of a bag, but when you're strictly working for the bag, I just felt dead. So I started doing that, and events led me back. But I was trying to make it work out there, but I was trying to live on my own, and it just wasn't working. So it just worked out to me coming back and regrouping and reconnecting, because most of my family is here. Because after my aunt and uncle passed, it really was just me out there biologically, not counting the family I made. But so everybody's really here. My mom's family is here.
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's backtrack a little bit. What was it like going from Fort Wayne to California? I know for people who don't really know, California seems very free, very understanding of people of all cultures, versus Indiana kind of is a one state, kind of like a red state mentality. So how was that for a kid? Well,
so growing up here, I still had a very diverse group of friends. So I was used to that. But when I moved and I learned about other cultures, when I learned about Filipino people, because I had a homie, he was Filipino, but I was not to sound ignorant at the time, but I was you look Asian, but Mexican at the same time. And then I learned Filipino people and the history. So it was really cool being introduced to even more culture, which was awesome, because it's more food, more music, all of that fun stuff. I like all that. But I remember that, but it is a night and day switch. I'm not even gonna lie. It is immediately, obviously hotter, and then the people, they even talk different. I remember my school was different, because we have lockers here, and we had to carry our stuff out there. So it was just, I just remember that switch. You adapt over time, but I just remember my first day of school out there. It was crazy. Okay.
So did you have any rough patches, getting adjusted, or was it, since it was such an opening space, do you prefer to live out there?
I miss it out there because of the roots I established, and I would like to be able to visit more often. I don't know if I want to live there, or not long term, just because there's so much I want to explore, and California is expensive. That's just what it is. But I my family, I said, that I made out there. There's lots of beauty in nature out there that I want to show him and just be back in. I still have lots of good times and beautiful memories out over there that I would like to re-experience. But my home base wouldn't be there. I definitely would visit.
How has music always been a part of your life?
It has, but I've always been in my own way too, so I didn't fully let myself like go for it. Like I did band in middle school and then stopped in high school because I didn't want to wear the marching band outfit. And then even prior to doing band in middle school, I just always feel like I wasn't good enough, or like, cause like my best friend at the time, beautiful singer, very talented. My talent was a little different, I learned now, but because I didn't have that natural talent, I didn't feel like I could do it, so I didn't pursue it as hard as I feel like I should. I have those regrets, I'm not gonna lie, but better late than never. I stand by that, and so I'm grateful that I got in when I did. So yeah.
Did you pursue college?
Yeah, I did go that way. I saw another interview where you asked him if he thought school was necessary.
Yep.
And I thought that was interesting. I like to hear both sides because I know people that, YouTube University, and then I went to LA Film School and pursued 2 degrees. I got my music production degree, and then I just got my bachelor's in audio production.
Heck yeah.
I like it because I need the structure, I need the discipline, and I have so many questions, and they give you the resources, and I like that. Yes, it costs money, but you have to invest in yourself anyway.
Yeah.
So that was my investment in me. But like now that I have those tools, I don't mind helping anybody. So that like technically I can give free knowledge, which is awesome. So I can still pass that down. So I liked it because it also just helped me kind of figure out what I wanted to do with my music too. Because without going to school for music, I wouldn't have found that I also like love audio as well. Because that was a puzzle piece I was missing. Because I was like, I love making music, but I just feel my beats are missing. And then audio opened up so many windows and doors. I was like, oh, I love it here. So yeah. I'm grateful.
What led into this, and how old were you when you decided to pursue it as a on camera? I know you said off camera. Did you decide to pursue it?
I officially started like music in 2018. I was like, oh man, what was that? What year is it? 24? That's 6 years ago. Okay, yeah, so about 21, about to turn like 22-ish. Because I just was working. I wasn't like artistically focused. Like I didn't realize like music was my passion yet until I finally I was in a studio setting and I watched like him, like the person perform, and then I watched his friend like do the like engineer stuff, and I was like, I really like what he's doing over there. And he was like, well, there's producing and engineering, like which one is it? And I was like, I don't know, whatever you're doing, I want to do it. So I kind of just dove in with production, and then I just kind of just like, oh, what does this do, and just got more into the audio and the technical side. So that was after, I think I took like a year gap in between degrees, and then I got back in it. So
heck yeah. Mm-hmm. What did you want and what do you want today from music?
I just that's a good question. What I want from music specifically, nothing like crazy. I just want to like meet people and like kind of like what you're doing is like getting their stories and then kind of help them maybe be like a stepping stone to their passions or their dreams. And I like making music, and then they probably like making music, so we have that common interest. And then if I can just help you, that'd be cool, and just be like, oh yeah, I collab with Yani on this, and I'm like, yeah, just hit me up. I really do want to work on video games. I want to engineer and produce on video games. I was gaming before I came. I love that, but I grew up playing games, and like Sony specifically is what I'm trying to get into. Okay. So that's like if I had to have a 9-to-5, Sony would be my 9-to-5 while I'm still helping people with music and doing all that.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What's the most crucial thing for you to be successful in your career path that you're chasing? For someone that's trying to do what you're doing.
Just get out of your way, man. Just also kind of having like a strong community. Cause they'll help you stay level when you don't think you can, and you like need that grounding. You need those like anchors in your life. So between that and just essentially not caring and just pursuing anyway, like it doesn't matter if you think you can't do it, cause like you can't, like you don't know, like but what if you can? So kind of just having that a more positive mindset, cause we can and will stand in our way, but we got to get out of our way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you went to school, was it easy for you to network, or was it more online?
I did go online. The second, I should have utilized my area better because I could drive to the campus, but I did it online. We did have to do like discussion boards still too, so we were able to make the connections because we did also have to like oh, check like your partner's work, see what they did. So we got to see what they did and you know, get their socials and connections, and that was cool because I was also mixed in like with film students and like more than just music too, because I love audio because I can do everything, like commercials, anything. So that'd be cool. That was I'm just very introverted. I don't know. I really like staying to myself as much as I am social. So I didn't utilize it as best as I could, but I did appreciate the resources that we had.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they got a lot of workshops and stuff too.
Okay. Now you said, so when you started out, you were in California.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the community like for up and coming artists, producers, networkers, and everything like that out there versus you being here? What have you noticed?
Well, out there, I think I just knew more people too because I grew up with a lot of people that were in the music community. So then when I started doing it, I kind of got like meshed into it. I really like it for the most part. Everybody wants to help each other. Like we all want to eat, and I like that. I know there's those few, and that's fine. But it is communal. There's a lot of like backyard stuff that they do out there. A lot of like cafe like shows. There's this woman I follow I have on Facebook. She's amazing. She does bass and keyboard. She just like, I don't know, she just finds a band and she's just in a band playing something, and I love that. So that's cool. Out here, I'm still figuring it out. I didn't know Fort Wayne was popping on the music scene until I came back, because I left as a kid, and I also left like without my passion. So now that I know this, I'm finding that out, and I think that's really cool. So I'm still trying to reach out and make those connections here, and I would love to because I grew up here as well. So having roots here and having roots back there would be, you know, phenomenal.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What has networking led for you? How many songs have you collabed with? How many people have reached out for? And how many people have you networked, would you say, or worked with, would you say, overall?
I couldn't give you, it's not a huge number, and I don't know the exact number, but I have, like, just on my Instagram, kind of when I like to do, like, so during October, the artists do Arttober, I do Beattober, so I was just posting like a little like 8-bar every day, and so the followers came, and then like I met this guy. I'll have to give you his tag later. I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry because it's been a minute. I've been offline, but me and him, he rapped on one of my beats, and that was awesome. That was like one of my first like big projects like that, and then for him to post it on his socials, so I love that. That was one of my recent ones since I've been back, but he doesn't live here, but I worked on that being back in Fort Wayne. I have an old time friend. He was my trainer at one point too. He wants to do like audiobooks as well, and he's also writing to like an old beat of mine. So like I have like those. They're still like in the works because, you know, life still kind of gets in the way of us, but I have those, and then once I, you know, get out of my way and make more of a stand on making connections out here, I know I'll be working on more stuff. I know a lot of people are trying to make content. Like my cousin, he does comedy, and he makes TikTok. So I was like, you know, hit me up for your audio stuff. Podcasting is huge too. Yeah. And so if people need editors, I can do that too. So just like reaching out to people.
Yeah. How do you balance time with music, family, and everything in life?
That's my biggest thing, and that's kind of what I'm getting back into, and because I lost music not being balanced like that. So I don't know, because I couldn't say like make a schedule, because there's still like a part of music, like I know you should sit down and do it, but I also like want to have that emotional feeling too, because that just makes the project a little more for me. For audio project, it's a little different because it's more so like an editing type of style, so it's not super emotional. So I just kind of just see what my day is, and you know, the earlier you get up, the more time you have. So just, I don't know, you have to gauge it yourself. I don't have any advice for that because I'm terrible at that myself, but you know, I just at least look at it is what I start with, and then I'll build from there. I have no idea. I'm sorry. No,
you good. Were you two together when you first started making music?
No, I met him when I moved back.
Oh, so you're from Fort Wayne?
Yeah, he's born and raised. I actually met him running errands. If I didn't have to go and do what I had to do, I wouldn't have met him, I don't think. Yeah, he's a mechanic, and I drove all the way out here 2,000 miles with no brake pads. Don't do that. Learn from me. So yeah, and then I just went up to the Jiffy Lube at the time, and then we just I don't know what I can say. I don't want to say it, but he was giving away stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll take some of that. And then we hung out, and then we like kind of started as homies, and then it just kind of built from there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you plan on staying in Fort Wayne for the music scene in the next 5 to 10, or do you plan on moving out of Fort Wayne? What is your, like, let's say further 5 to 10 years? What is your goal?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, because I moved back to Fort Wayne. Wasn't expecting to fall in love. But pre-falling in love, I really only wanted to be here for maybe like a year, stack up, and kind of keep venturing. Like Atlanta was kind of like my next move, see what they got going on music-wise. And then like I met somebody from New York, so just kind of head down this way, see all the music capitals, maybe swing back, go to Nashville, just do that. Now I still don't want to stay in Fort Wayne. I still want to travel, but he's up for traveling, so I'm like, cool, that we can do that whenever. I want to travel to also find a home base, but Fort Wayne is very magical in a way that it's, it does kind of tug. I want to be here for maybe like a good amount of time, but I don't know if I could, I don't know if I could stay forever, but because the winter is terrible, in my opinion. I'm not used to it. I'm used to like 40 on a bad year. Y'all talking negative, and I still have to go outside. Can't do it. So I don't know. Maybe my mind will be changed, because I didn't want to come back to Fort Wayne initially. So I was really fighting it for a few years. Yeah. So honestly, I'm just kind of letting God. I'm like, whatever. I'm like, okay, you got me.
You have any tattoos?
Yes, I do. I have. I'm starting like a space sleeve over here. It's very minimal, but I have the moon phases on my fingers. I have 2 matching tattoos here. My best friend has the beginning of the planets, and we both have matching to infinity and beyond. And then me and him have matching like alien sun and moon tattoos. And then my uncle, he was in the Air Force. When he passed away, I got his ranking tattooed here. And then I am a huge SpongeBob fan. I love SpongeBob. I don't know if you remember the Salty Spittoon episode. If you watched, there's a short scene in it, and I'll keep it short, but SpongeBob pretends to fight Patrick, but then Patrick ends up getting beaten up by nothing, and he has that wedgie. So that part where he has a wedgie in his butt, I have that right here, because I wanted to start a SpongeBob leg piece. So
nice.
Yeah, just I'm having fun. I like the art. I really appreciate like artists.
How old were you when you got your first tattoo?
That's a good question. Maybe like 19. It was like, yeah, really when I turned 18, I was like, yes, I'm freed from my maternal clutches for the most part,
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of when I started.
Do you smoke? I know in Cali that's a big thing.
Yes.
How old were you when you first smoked?
17. Be better than me, folks.
Can you tell us your story?
Oh yeah, it's actually one of my favorite memories. I was just telling him about it, and I'll never forget it as much as I had smoked. We were at the park by my homegirl's house, and it was just this little pipe or whatever, we all put in back in those good old days, and we were hitting it, and we're smoking it, getting high. I just kind of remember being high, and I remember feeling it mainly here back in the day. I felt it a lot in my head, but the cops pulled up because they were looking for it wasn't the best area, even though there was a school right there. It was rough at night, like obviously like nobody should be outside, but the cops pulled up because they were looking for like a different group of people out. And so they come up to us and be like, what are you doing? And then my ass, because I'm very friendly, I was more social then than I am now. I was like, oh, we're just hanging out. Oh, well, then they were telling us why they were, have you seen these dudes? And I was like, no, what do they look like? What were they wearing? Where were they going? Like, I know. And I was like, bitch, shut up. Like, later on, I was like, oh, and I could. And then they just was like, you ladies shouldn't be out here, like, go home. Because my homegirl was like, oh, we just live right here. I'm like, bet. Really? I forgot to tell you, when they came, we dropped and buried the pipe in, like, the mulch. I forgot to mention that because we panicked, and we're just chilling because we're just hanging out at the park, and that hella late. That's not suspicious. And then but they let us go home, but we lost that pipe for a while, and then just like randomly we found it again. It was still buried, so we just thought that was a funny like tidbit to that story, because we thought somebody took it, because it was a public place. But a lot of smoking memories in that park. We did the gravity bong for the first time in that park with the water jug.
Okay.
Oh, I learned how to roll in that park. Good times. Carolina, if you see this, hell yeah.
Is California more? You wouldn't say California is like a mecca for music?
Oh, it definitely is. I'm late on the game, but that's why I was like, I love to come back and visit. So I'm from the northern half, so Sacramento's the capital, but for a minute I lived in the southern half, in Riverside. It's about an hour from LA. So, but a lot of people from LA I lived in the desert. It's called like an inland empire to be technical, if got any SoCal viewers out there. But, cause it is cheaper there, so a lot of people from LA, like my trainer came and was just living out there and they just mob. So I was meeting a lot of like people out there that was like he went to the same school I did, but he went for film. And then so I was just meeting a lot of artists. I didn't take advantage too hard, should have, but I was still new and very just like shy because I never think I'm good enough. That's my issue. But it really is because everybody's just migrating and people are coming over, and then even though people are still leaving, they're still sprinkled in. And then like, we got like, I still want to go to Nashville. I want to check them out, like hardcore. That's like, and then like New Orleans, like Louisiana, just period, because that's like where everything started basically. So just California, yes, like I'm not gonna talk down on my state. I spent half my life there, but there is other places, and that's also why like I want to explore. Like I miss California too. I also miss here, but also like I haven't even really seen what's going on in Indy even, so like there's just a lot I want to see and just see what everybody has. See what everybody's got going on musically, because it's so diverse and music's ever growing, and it's more than just what's on like TikTok and stuff. So like you never know who you're gonna meet,
Most definitely.
So
you got a message to your fans and everybody who's watching, or what to expect, new project, new collab?
yes, so message is get out of your own way. Okay, just the thoughts mean nothing. We are not our thoughts. I need to remind myself that all the time. New thing coming, I am working on my own kind of audio servicing company, Sanguine Sounds. It's come up and coming. I still am getting my portfolio together. Follow me on Instagram and YouTube and SoundCloud, Yani Beats with 2 Z's, 1 word. And just, just pop in with me, slide in. I don't mind helping, collabing. We can make beats. We can go further. We can do content. I can do a lot. And I just have a lot of tools, and I just want to help. I just want to give back.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me. It's blessed to be here.
Most definitely. If you're here in a year, I'd like a recap.
Oh, absolutely. That'd be dope.